classroom, one trailer, 2 classrooms to the property. And we've submitted the plans, and I guess everything was needed. We needed to submit the plan for, so I'm trying to see if we're able to do that.
Open it up for questions.
What landscaping is planned in that 25-foot buffer, or actually to around that whole structure, the classrooms?
Around the structure of the classroom, actually the building is going to have, it's going to be covered because it's sitting on a 3-foot cement blocks, and all around it is going to be screened, yes, screened and covered. Because it's so temporary, there's not really any landscaping is planned to be done around it, but it's definitely going to have the covers to make sure that the children will not have access to get it underneath the building.
But the 25-foot buffer, I guess that's to the east. It looks like that will be disturbed. Some existing trees that may be in that area, or there are no trees?
There are no trees at all.
Were there any arborist comments regarding landscaping?
Yes, he did leave me with some comments. There are no existing trees in the buffer at the time, but the ordinance does require that the buffer be planted where sparse to buffer standards. So basically, for 25 feet, that's he's requesting 3 rows of 5-foot high evergreen shrubs, and
Okay, so there will be a requirement to plant that.
yes, up to the fence.
Are you aware of the arborist comments in terms of the landscaping of that 25-foot buffer?
No, I wasn't aware of that comment. However, I have gone through this, the last zoning, when I was doing my rezoning for expansion, and a lot of suggestions came forward, and then finally it was said to just leave it alone and leave it the way it is. I don't have a problem if I need to put trees there. However, there's a fence, and there's not that much space from the property line to the fence. I would have to put the trees. I can put one line of trees, evergreens, behind the fence, and then everything else has go inside the fence, and children will be around it.
Well, probably what we'll have to do, so since we don't have the landscape plan, is if it gets approved, is condition it that the arborist will make that final decision and review the spacing plan.
When you say it's going to be temporary, and you made it a point to say that it's going to be very temporary, well, how long is
We're
temporary?
talking about 6 months to an academic year, because I'm going to have these for an academic year. I don't want a disruption in the middle of the academic year. So if I'm able to do it financially and in every sense around Christmas time, which the school is closed, I would do it then. If not, then it would be after May when the academic year is over. So it's going to be within a year.
Do you have any design for how the steps and handrails to the exterior doors will be detailed or anything? Is there?
There are going to be, we're leasing temporary ramps to the doors. I don't have a design. They're just typical ramps, temporary ramps that the other schools have too, but
Okay,
I
so
don't have a
those
picture
would
of
probably
it.
have skirting under those as well, so that the
Yes.
children couldn't get under
Yes,
the ramps.
yes, absolutely. It's completely closed,
Handicap accessible,
handicap
all of
accessible.
the
Yes.
normal stuff. Okay.
The air conditioning, what side does it face?
The air, water, electricity, everything is going to get connected to the existing system that we have in the building. We've planned this when we did the initial renovation of the building, so we put enough power and did all the electrical and everything ready to add another building to it.
The photos that you've submitted show a large mechanical unit that hangs on the outside of the building.
Yes.
Do you know which direction that will face? Will that face towards the rear of the property, or will that be facing towards the existing roadway?
If I'm not mistaken, it will be facing towards the front of the property.
The north side. It'd be the north side, probably.
If you're talking about the AC air conditioning unit
the air
that is in there,
conditioning unit.
yes. If I'm not mistaken, it would be facing the front of the property.
Yeah,
Jack.
but let me make sure I'm clear, though. If it faces the front of the property, it's still behind the existing building, so you can't see it from Red Bridge Road.
Oh, yeah, no, you won't see it.
Okay.
It would be blocked by the existing building.
Right, okay.
And has there been discussion with regards to the temporary location for the dumpster? I see there's one noted in the front. Is that only during the period of time that you're actually putting the trailers in?
1 week,
Or is,
probably, maximum of a week.
so you won't really be doing all that pavement and all of that work that's really shown on the site plan?
No, probably.
It's just going to be relocated there. Once you get the
Exactly.
trailers in, it goes back to its original location.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
actually, the plan that we have on the last page shows 2 air conditioning units on the sides of both classrooms.
Because they're separate classrooms, then it's on the side of the buildings. So
Right.
one side
One's
is
the
to the
front,
back of
one's
the
the back.
property, one side to the front of the property. Besides, the dumpster is also sits parallel to the existing building. So it's really pretty much blocked, and it's not going to be seen at all from the road, from the street.
Any other questions? Any public comment? Comment? Motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the building permit for IQ Academy 2865 Webb Road for the temporary classrooms, subject to the following conditions. Number 1, the arborist conditions shall be addressed, which may be 3 rows of 5-foot evergreen plantings and the 25-foot buffer setback, with final approval by the arborist when he determines the allowable space for the trees. The second condition is that the classroom shall have decorative skirting as well as the ramps into the classrooms. And 3, the temporary location shown for the dumpster shall be temporary and moved as soon as the classrooms are set.
May I ask something? That in regards to the trees, if it's not possible to put 3 rows,
That's why I
then,
said final approval by the arborist. because
so
he'll
they
have
will
to
make the
review it.
decision of what's needed. Okay.
Are you aware if they've been to your property?
I beg your pardon?
Have they been out to your location?
I am
he
not
has.
aware of them being there.
Yes.
So then obviously he thinks that it can be done.
Well, he's requesting shrubs, but we can
Oh,
work
it's the
that out.
5-foot evergreen shrubs?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just meet with him, and I think between the 2 of you, you can work something out.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
Any additional comments? Second? Is there
I
a
second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 6 is the final review of the Community Identification Banner Program, a resolution to create a banner program. And this is I guess, a draft of the resolution that has been submitted to the board by staff. And I understand this was reviewed by the county attorney as well.
The city attorney,
Or
yes.
city attorney, excuse me. So you see him down at the county. Sorry about that. A slip.
The state.
I like what they put together because it included other, established areas like the Birmingham Crossroads, the Highway 9 commercial corridor, but it's still something that has to come to the board for the design to make sure that the Milton symbol is really being applied, so that it's not just a sign that helps a certain area, but it's more or less a community enhancement for that area. And then it's still funded by that group is the way that I read this,
That's correct.
but owned by the city.
Any other comments?
I'm very comfortable with this.
Make a motion.
Do we need, well, I guess we have
Public comment?
You sure?
I'll
I'm just
make
giving
a-
you a hard time. But
Buck's the only one out there.
I motion that we approve the resolution as submitted by staff.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any other business for this evening? No? Can I get a motion for adjournment?
I motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
One thing.
We, I don't know if you've heard, we have a new recording system, Granicus. Eventually, these meetings are going to be streamed live. But because of that, and because we no longer have the admin that was doing the detailed minutes, you're going to be getting action minutes from now on, because community development staff is going to be getting them. As always, if you ever want a copy of the meeting, you'll be able to get that audio copy. So just to let you know.
Well, actually, you may get a video copy.
Video.
Also.
So we have to act nice
Yes.
and be proper up here?
You can't make faces.
So it's going to be video streamed from now on?
Eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually,
I saw
okay.
that on the website, yeah.
Working out the kinks with,
So everybody can attend all the
it'll be
meetings.
posted on our website with the link to the stream. You'll be able to view the stream, council meetings.
Live, is that what,
Real time?
it's live?
It's about 15-second delay, but
So
relatively live.
Live enough.
will there be,
Anything else, so.
Did you say that you don't have administrative staff anymore? That
Francesca is no longer with us.
Planning Commission, council, DRB.
So,
that position is gone, or?
will there be hair and makeup?
well, no, I mean, I guess the positions.
I don't know. We just know that the person's no longer.
Oh, no, okay.
And probably what everyone's trying to see is how the system works. Because I think it's, and Kelly knows much better than I do, that you can tag it where you don't have to listen to the entire thing. You can go right to a different section of it. So we'll see if that can work. You know, technology has replaced people.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, actually. Now can we entertain the motion?
Second one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.